evening, everyone, and welcome back to PyroFalkon's Let's Play Extravaganza, where it's your Let's Play 2. Today is March, 15th? Yeah, 15th. March 15th, 2015. This is Streaming Sundays number 46. Thanks for joining us. If you are watching this on YouTube, you should have joined us on Hitbox, where I did a frickin' 6-hour pre-show of Far Cry 3. You can catch us every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern. We usually get started much earlier for the pre-shows. I'm going to try to keep them a little bit more reasonable from now on, but it's something to enjoy. So come to hitbox.tv/PyroFalkonLPE for pre-shows, after parties. Links are in the video description, and in a couple weeks we'll be playing an audience participation game, so I hope you can join us for that. This game is Majesty, the Fantasy Kingdom simulator? Or something? Majesty, I don't know, the Fantasy King Sim or something. This is Majesty HD. It's a remake from the original, which was done way forever ago, like, I think 12 or 13 years. But they remade it, which is awesome. It's one of the best and most unique games I've ever played. And I really enjoy it, but I didn't have the HD expansion, and Tech Guru, one of my longtime fans, has bought this for us. So, of course I'm going to play it for the channel if one of you guys buys me a game. And Tech Guru is, in fact, in the chat right now. Okay. Oh, the Yakamura has joined me. Here. Even though she hadn't said anything. Well, that's fine.
That's because I am the quiet one.
So, Majesty is... Wait, really? I have to do the tutorial level first? Wait a minute.
When do you want to insert the special thing?
Oh, I can do anything I want to. That's right. What special thing? What are you talking about? I forgot that, because in the sequel to Majesty, your characters actually had, they were, damn it, what's the word? Persistent. They would level up, and they would be persistent across multiple stages. With the original, that's not true. Every stage is by itself. So I suppose... How do I scroll the map, man? There has to be a way to scroll the map! There, oh, edge scrolling. Alright, let's get the shit going.
Forgive the intrusion, Highness, but we've been robbed! Someone has stolen the magic bell, the holy book, and the eternal candle. Right from under our noses, they were whisked away from the royal treasury by some scoundrel. We must do something to recover them. They are treasures beyond value.
This game has a lot of humor, especially with the advisor and his accent. It's wonderful. Recover the 3 items which have been stolen from your palace and hidden in layers throughout the realm. No warriors or wizards available? Holy fuck, this really is a beginner quest. Alright, so the whole thing with this game is that although you can build stuff, you cannot, or not only can you build stuff and generate peeps, but you have no control, you have no direct control over them. So, yeah, okay, I am definitely starting this from scratch. Alright, oh god, I can't even queue up orders either. Good lord, it has been a while. So, you have no direct control over your peeps, and the only way that you can,
the blacksmith offers new services. Your Majesty,
thank you.
A new building is complete.
Oh yeah, I forgot how talky this game was. Let me know in the comments if the volume balance starts getting funky. Wow, it is really hard to see that,
Majesty,
considering...
A new building is complete. Majesty,
ugh,
the
God.
blacksmith offers new services.
I'm just getting used to the controls once more. Anyway, Kalo is posting boob pictures in the chat, and wants your attention for some reason, the Yakamura.
Oh, what's up, Kalo?
Alright. So, as he... Oh, what? Oh, Kalo asked, why did she ask me to include Foxy in Randall's Monday episode number 22, I believe.
Why wouldn't I?
Exactly.
Why wouldn't I?
Everyone needs some Foxy in their lives and their chest cavities.
So,
Isn't that right?
so what we're doing here is we're making some heroes, and your rangers run around and explore... God, I can barely do diagonal... Can I use the arrow keys? Yes, but they're super slow. So yeah, so your rangers run around and check things out, and this guy's about to die.
Join the wild spirits.
I love that. I join the wild spirits.
Alright, I got the box open.
Yes, and the Yakamura is opening a box, which he wanted to do on camera,
Well, not
or
really.
on mic,
Yeah.
rather.
It don't matter. But, like, I got a bunch of collage frames because there's something important I want to frame. And I need a collage frame and a lock phone to do it.
Okay.
Oh my god!
Majesty,
I got bubble
the
wrap!
local blacksmith
You're gonna
offers new
pop the
services.
bubble wrap on the
Your
microphone,
Majesty,
I
aren't
got a
you?
metric
new
fuckload of
building
bubble
is
wrap.
complete.
I forgot about the mini window.
Oh,
I
these are
totally
the perfect
forgot about the
size.
mini window. So yeah, so... Alright. What the fuck? Oh. I am still trying to remember how the hell to play this game, because it has been a long time. The game also has a lot of,
healing potions. Sovereign, your
Okay.
marketplace now serves you better.
Maybe that's a different guy doing the voice. I thought it was the same guy. Alright, so the mission here is that I need to recover 3 relics from monster dungeons, and here's a monster dungeon. Everyone is ignoring it because they're doofs, but you can influence people to do what you want by double-clicking. So now we have a little flag, and I'm offering 500 gold to any hero who destroys the key.
Is that
So-
a Foxy Caramel dancing? Yes.
I only understood about half the words you just said. It's a foxy what?
Caramel dancing. It's a meme from the early aughts.
Caramel dancing?
Yeah. Dansa med oss, klappa era händer, gör så norr, steg och vänster.
Sovereign, your
Haven't heard that song?
marketplace now
No, I
serves you
haven't.
better. Sovereign, a building has been upgraded.
God damn it, Rogue. Stop fucking dying every 5 seconds. Is this looking okay on the feed? I have had a heck of a time trying to get this video and audio captured. It's been kind of annoying. But seems to be going okay. Alright guys, yes, kill those spiders. Well done.
Foxy still.
What else can I do here?
The local blacksmith
Oh yeah, the
offers
Elven
new
Bungalow.
services.
Let's
Your
see.
Highness, the elves wish
I
to
can
join
build
our
temples
prosperous
already? That
Your
seems a
Highness,
little...
the dwarves are
unnecessary.
offering to move into our domain.
I see that, but I don't really care. Yes, guys, take down that keep. And this is really all there is to the game. I mean, you just run your missions and your little quests, and you do what you got to do. Of course, the missions get bigger and more complicated as things go along here. And you will see a small variety of quests, too, which is kind of cool. Cool, because it's not just all about running around shooting people. Hey, there's the relic. There's the special item.
Look
So-
at all those foxy teeth.
One of my douchebags is going to go collect it after they get done killing these Medusas. Who are just everywhere.
Just everywhere.
And I mentioned it before, not sure if I detailed it, but the game is partly randomized, so every time you play, it can be easier or a little more difficult within a certain range of gaming or challenge. I can't words really all that well today, and I'm not sure why. I think it's because this game requires a lot of fast reactions from me, and I'm just not good at it. I'm not good at wordsing when I have fast reactions. I haven't... Okay, could someone take the goddamn troll... Oh, son of a bitch, I forgot
Oh,
about this mess.
Falcon!
Someone kill the troll, please.
Majesty,
Kill it.
the local
Kill it dead.
blacksmith offers new services.
Could someone please murder the troll? Thank you, and hi, Mom. Anyway, this is part of the reason why I don't play like an RTS, because it would take way too much of my brain power to try to build try to play an RTS while okay. This guy needs to go.
Ugh, sliding friction's the devil.
So what are you doing exactly? Because you're making noise, but you're not really commentating on what you're doing, and it'll save me from blathering like an idiot.
The way the frames are packaged, they're all set inside each other with foam inserts to lock them in place. So there's a metric fuck ton of friction every time I try to pull up. There we go.
I see. I just realized I never posted the link to, I never did the tweet thing to say that I was live. We'll have to do that as soon as this mission is over. I'm also surprised it's going so goddamn slow. Could you guys please destroy the... Oh, you did. Good job. And that rogue's about to die. Yep.
Okay, let's just kill it with fire.
Leave my gold alone.
Oh my god.
Could someone please repair the Rangers Guild?
Check
Wow.
it out.
There is a lot of not good happening right now.
That is the perfect size.
Oh wow, that is. Wait, that is all that came in that giant ass box?
Your Highness,
there's several
we've
other frames.
improved the guards.
Yeah, but that box was like bigger than the laptop.
Yeah, there was a shitload of
Sovereign,
bubble wrap in
a
it
building
to
has
keep
been
this shit from
upgraded.
breaking.
As she says, as I hear a crash out of my left ear.
Nothing broke.
Could no one picked up the magic bell? Really, guys? What are you idiots doing? Guys, go
Sovereign,
explore this
your
place,
marketplace
please.
now serves you better.
So, your heroes are individually powerful in this game compared to the sequel, because in the sequel, parties were a big mechanic, like teaming up your dudes together to take on bigger challenges. In this game, they didn't have parties, or at least not manual parties. They had automated parties sometimes. Wow, that elf is kicking a fuck ton of ass. Anyway, so your peeps are individually more powerful, but there's this honeymoon phase, or I guess a reverse honeymoon phase in this game. Whenever you start a new mission, your heroes at the beginning are all level 1, they're easily killed, and only the strongest wind up surviving, and it can be a little rough having a bunch of deaths right at the beginning of the game. But once everybody settles down and actually starts contributing to the war effort, it's not so bad, and they will start kicking butt. There we go, I forgot about that. Researching teleportation rings, or whatever. So now my peeps have healing potions, and they can teleport out of danger in a hurry, and they're starting to actually group up, and one of my rogues just died.
Sovereign, your marketplace
From
now
an
serves you
evil
better.
Oculus that is poisoned and apparently dead. Well then. So, Tink asks, how...
Sovereign,
Kayla posted a meme that
building
said kill it
has
with
been
fire,
upgraded.
which I know you
Sovereign,
said.
a building
And then
has
Tink
been
replied that
upgraded.
she loves fire. Good thing I'm PyroFalkon? Anyway, she goes, so warm, and then asks how everyone's day was.
We
My
are
day has
victorious,
been
Your
good.
Majesty.
Oh, I didn't have to actually bring the things back? Well, okay.
The bell,
Sweet.
book,
It
and
looks like I'm
candle
gonna have to
are
do
back
something
in their
along with
rightful
it.
place.
But that's okay.
We also found the thief who stole them from the castle. A rogue identified as Cherrick of Keldern. Unfortunately, he escaped while being returned to the castle. With a 15,000 gold piece reward on his head, I'm sure he'll think long and hard before returning to our kingdom.
Sweet. And you can keep playing after you finish a quest. There is a multiplayer mode in the game, and the multiplayer mode and this game, also, like the single player mode, both can be set for an infinite challenge. There's no point other than score, longevity, or just having
My
some fun.
liege,
So
while this land
that's
holds
one
great
reason why I
promise,
like the game
I
so
should
much.
point out that there is much that requires your immediate attention. Our town is still beset by the marauding monsters who lurk in this forsaken land. We will only know true prosperity when these interlopers are kept at bay. It's in your best interest to employ the services of a variety of heroes. With their skills and the blessings of the gods, we may be able to safeguard this community.
Goals: destroy the evil castle. No wizards, no non-humans. Palace level 3 is banned, and no temples. Okay. That's more of a standard challenge. Alright, so first we need an inn. to generate money. We also need a marketplace, also to generate money. Which, apparently... Oh. That was weird. And a Rangers Guild, so we can see what the hell's going on. And a Warrior Guild to act as a line of defense. Alright, good deal. Kalo is reporting that Ayla is in Spain, which is one of the reasons she's not joining us. Plus, it's always pretty late for these streams for, what the heck? Oh, there was already a Ranger Guild? And there was already a marketplace. Well, don't I feel like an idiot? Or, wait a minute. Yeah. That's fine. We'll have a couple guilds going. Who cares?
Sovereign, your marketplace now serves you better. Your Highness,
Hooray!
if our kingdom is to prosper, it needs
I have,
Your Majesty, a new
it'd be
building
awesome
is complete.
to go to Spain. I've never left the country. Other than, like... that doesn't even count, but... I've never left the country other than in a plane when I'm flying over the Pacific Ocean, and that was only just for the plane to turn back around east so I could return to Ohio. So I have never traveled. It's something Mom has always wanted to do, but something I have not done. What are you doing? You're still not...
Cutting foam!
You're cutting foam.
I'm doing crafts.
You're doing crafty things?
Yes.
Yes, the Akamura is probably kind of bored due to this being a single-player game, and the fact that she's been playing a lot of Far Cry 3, and I kind of interrupted her fun.
Not really.
Not really?
Yeah, I can always go back to it when you're done.
Well, that's true. I don't have anything to do for the after party, so I might just let you do that.
Yeah. Oh, hey, if you guys want, I've been taking a bunch of phone pictures because the Xbox doesn't really allow for a screenshot system. But I want to gather them all together in a little, like...
Slideshow?
photo album, I guess?
Slideshow.
Yeah. I should get, like, an Instagram account and just post pictures of games I'm playing with flavor text.
Sovereign,
Like I do for Final Fantasy.
Yes.
Did I inspire you with my Final Fantasy shenanigans?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, one of my tax collectors just died.
Phone won't cut.
Why is there a Minotaur just walking around the base with no one challenging him?
Ancient Greece.
Could someone please kill the Minotaur?
I serve with.
One of my warriors just died. He was level 5 and he got taken down. Oh well.
What a bitch.
Sovereign, your
There you go.
marketplace
Kill
now
that
serves you
Minotaur.
better.
Let's see, the Minotaur is not... Oh yeah, I forgot. In this game, the enemies are not represented by levels. Like, in the sequel, you can see enemy levels too. In this game, you can't, but enemy's strength is consistent. So, like, apparently my level 1 warrior is having an okay time... Never mind. I was say he's having an okay time against that Minotaur, but he was most certainly not. Man, I kind of had a bad draw here. Like, I got attacked a little too early. We haven't had time to get everyone. We haven't had time to get everyone worked out here. What's he saying?
Considering I saw the score from last week's stream on Sunday, I'm not surprised.
What is that in reference to?
The pool game?
Yes, no, I know, but he's not surprised about what.
Oh no, but I think he's talking shit.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Yeah, they say about people who talk shit.
What did they say about people who talk shit?
They get hit.
Kalo is actually... I'm going to buy him Pure Pool on Steam, and I'm going to pick it up as well, and we'll probably revisit... If you guys want to see it, we'll probably revisit Pure Pool at some point in the future. I also want to do Pure Chess, and I think I mentioned that last week, that the cool thing about Pure Chess is you guys could actually play against me. I would just move the pieces for you. And wow, these goddamn ogres are fucking going right after my marketplace. Hey warriors, you wanna... Yeah, there you go. Well, there goes my marketplace. Yes, kill that ogre. Or troll, whatever the fuck. Troll. Kill the troll. Good job. Kill this troll now.
There we go. And
I guess I should be putting up reward flags, because
excellent.
these guys... There we go.
I put
There
enough-
we go.
I put enough foam in there to lock them in place. Now I just need map frames.
Alright, so we gotta get... God damn it. I wish I had known I already had a marketplace. That would change my strategy a
A new
bit.
building is complete. Your
And we need a
Majesty,
blacksmith.
A new building is complete.
Since everybody's weapons are garbage. Okay.
I join.
So this is what I meant about the
wild
growing pains. The reverse
Your Highness.
the
we've
reverse
improved the
honeymoon
guardhouse.
period here. There's a
I
werewolf.
join
Got
the
him.
wild spirits.
We just lost another ranger though. So we're losing rangers, we lost a few warriors, I lost my freaking marketplace, but we are getting things back organized, especially now that I'm remembering how to play the game. Oh. Some new dudes joined the kingdom for no reason. Okay.
Sovereign,
Whatever.
your marketplace now serves you better. Sovereign,
Kill
a
that
building
guy!
has been upgraded.
Crush the Minotaur! And his face! Veteran guards. I forgot I could get that upgrade. God, this game is so different from the sequel, and it's been, I don't know, 4 years since I've played
Your
this
Majesty,
one?
a new building
So,
is complete.
I totally
Your
don't
Highness,
remember what I'm doing.
We've improved the guardhouse.
Get the treasure chest,
Your
dude.
Highness, the palace renovations
Well, okay, I didn't
are
mean that one, but that's fine. Let's see. Blacksmith. Alright, now we're in good shape. Now that the blacksmith is up, we're in good shape. Just gotta re-up our numbers. Uh-huh. And I need to move that camp closer to the frickin' base. It's annoying that it was over there.
Your marketplace now serves you better.
Let's see.
Majesty,
Tink
a
is
local
talking
blacksmith
about
offers
her
new
dog?
services.
I don't know what's going on. And Mom says that she has traveled to Mexico. She went last November. I kept wanting to get Mom on the show so she can actually talk about her Mexico adventures. We just haven't had a chance to do it yet. She also says that she's been in Canada and the Grand Cayman Islands. And she wants to hit up England, Ireland, Spain, Australia, New Zealand, among other countries. Traveling has never really been my thing. Even though I just said I wouldn't mind traveling, it's more like... Well, like, I wouldn't mind traveling, but I'm not the type to really go out of my way for it. And that's more than just international travel. That's even walking around the city. I don't like walking somewhere or going anywhere unless I actually have a reason to do so. But if I have a reason to do so, I'd want to. Like, for example, I can't stand museums, but there's a military museum, I think located near Langley, which is where the CIA is. I think that's where it is. Anyway, and I really would love to go to the War Museum. That would be awesome, and that'd be something I'd actually be
I
interested
join
in.
the wild spirit.
Shut up, Ranger. My ex really wanted me to go to the sex museum. We tried that too, and we just couldn't get it going. But
The
there is
sex museum.
Yeah, there is a sex museum in New York City, and the day we were going to go, they were actually having, and I shit you not, they had a special attraction as of the evolution of condoms.
Didn't they start out as like sheepskin?
I'm not sure if they started out as sheepskin. I know they evolved to sheepskin.
Like, I
At
think there
some
was
point.
like the first condom was not sheepskin, but like it was made of like intestine.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Actually.
And I think England and France keep blaming each other for the invention of it.
blaming each other.
Yeah.
Why is there a blame for?
I don't know, because England and France have to have a pissing contest about everything.
Teguru says he works a block away from the sex museum. I didn't realize you were in New York City, dude. But yeah, that's. In fact, I was actually really disappointed I didn't get to go. I suppose that trip I took to New York was I basically went there for three things. I went there to see her.
The wild spirits.
I'm gonna kick these rangers in the face.
Yep, Hickory lives in Long Island.
Well, that's cool. But yeah, so I went to see my ex. That was one thing I wanted to do. I wanted to see Ground Zero, and I wanted to go to the Sex Museum. But when I went,
Majesty,
Ground Zero was starting to get
Join
reconstructed,
wild spirits.
or at least cleaned up because of the fact that they were building One World Trade Center. So
The Freedom Tower.
Yes. So like.
Oops.
So, like, everything was blocked off around Ground Zero, and the Sex Museum was closed. Like, it was either closed for the season, or we got in too late, or something like that. And we only had time to go into New York City once during my vacation. So, it was very disappointing, and that was the last time I saw my ex before she dumped me. So, especially retroactively, it was a pretty goddamn terrible trip. It cost me way too much money. I was only supposed to be there for 4 days, and it turned into a whole week, and I literally spent $3,000.
Oh yeah, I disconnected. I wasn't doing anything with Flats
Stop it.
Shutter.
A building has been upgraded.
But yeah, it literally cost me $3,000 for that trip.
Jesus.
Yeah, I completely drained my bank accounts.
That's like 6 months rent.
I know. I am very aware, and rent was less expensive when I went there.
That's
If I remember right,
8 months rent.
if I remember right, when I went to New York, I was still paying $450 in rent. But yeah, it was not pleasant. I didn't like it because just everything went wrong. It's just one of those things that, you know, if I could do it all over again. First of all, if I could do it over again, I wouldn't have gone because the relationship was doomed at that point. So like, I would have just kept the $3,000 freaking dollars. I'd actually have another $1,000 because I wound up sending my ex $1,000 a few months later. I drained my tax return sending her money. So like, you know, I would have $4,000 more now than I would have back then because I know I wouldn't have spent that much money by now. At least I hope not. I hope I don't burn through money for games quite that bad. Yes, Mom does say that I brought back an M&M dispenser for her. Yeah, the trip wasn't all bad. Like, I was able to walk around Times Square and went into the M&M store and a couple other places on Times Square, and it was pretty cool. It was really fun. I got to stand in that one spot that's sort of in the middle of everything. It used to be where two roads would intersect.
Victorious, Your Majesty.
But they wound up blocking that off so traffic can't get there anymore. And it was super fun. I took a bunch of pictures.
Majesty. Children may once again play in the streets and nearby meadows. Hunters and peasants may carry out their work without fear. May the bright blessings of the gods continue to shine on your wise rule.
Wow, that is a lot of sunshine up my ass. Mom asked if I would like to go to the Spy Museum, I guess. New Orleans gave a huge World War II museum that... Oh, has a huge... that covers battles, life on the home front, food, music, movies, women working in factories, rationing. Like, that's the thing. I don't really care about World War II, because I've been overexposed to it. And I prefer...
An interesting turn of events, my liege.
Sorry, I'll finish that in a second.
Called the Scions of Chaos have issued a challenge to the champions of our settlement. They call on our heroes to meet them on the field of battle. All 3 Scions must be defeated before we can truly claim to have bested them.
Defeat the 3 Scions of Chaos, the Priestess, the Cultist, and the Warrior of Discord. No temples except those belonging to Crypta and Fervus may be built. No Wizards Guild. No marketplaces? Are you fucking serious?
Wow.
How? And this is a beginner quest? There must be some shenanigans that are about to happen.
In response to going to the museum, like, I would want to go, but just to see New Orleans.
I mean, that's fair. Hall of Champions. Well, whatever. I actually like the Temple to Crypta, so we're even going to build 2 of them. Or not. I guess we're going to build a Ranger Guild first. I guess we're not going to do either of those things. Anyway.
Your Majesty.
What was I talking about? Oh. I wonder if it's a generational thing. Because, like...
Our Magic Bazaar now offers
Like, I've
new
noticed,
elixirs,
Mom,
Your
that you are
Majesty.
interested in the World War II stuff, and so are your parents. Super interested in it because you know, he lived it anyway.
Our Magic Bazaar now
But
offers
it's like, for
fine new
me,
elixirs, Your
I
Majesty.
never really dug it as much as,
As
as...
our kingdom is to prosper, it needs
Sorry,
more
she's
heroes.
very distracting.
Your
I
Majesty,
love the
building is
culta,
complete.
or the priestesses. Wait. Oh, she's my enemy priestess. Fuck. I didn't realize that was the bad guy. Oh god. This is not turning out well.
Tech Guru says maybe in place of going to New Orleans, you should play Gabriel Knight.
What?
I
What is
don't quite
Gabriel
get the
Knight?
joke either.
I don't know what Gabriel Knight is. Anyway,
From context, I'm assuming some good jazz musician.
or a game that... Yeah, you're probably right. Some jazz musician. Wow, look at this mess. That's the priestess. Oh, alright, we killed the priestess. I love my little skeleton guys. The priestesses control the skeleton guys, and they just wander around. It's adorable. Anyway, back to my topic, if I can keep my brain on track. I wonder if it's a generational thing, since, like, for me, I don't really care about I don't even care about Vietnam or Korea or that generation. I care about the modern era of military. And, you know, I would only want to go to museums and stuff that cover, or I would be more interested in museums that only cover, like, modern
Oh, okay.
tanks and shit.
It is a game.
It is a game?
Yeah.
Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Friends. Okay.
Sins of the Fathers. Oh,
Oh, that says fathers? I swore that said friends. Mom says that her interest in World War II is mostly because her father was in the Pacific on a troop transport ship in Tokyo Bay when the peace treaty was signed. Yes. And I'm sure you could tell stories about that on the channel too.
oh, okay. It's based in New Orleans and has a voodoo plotline.
That's interesting. What is it, a point-and-click adventure?
It is a Sierra game.
Then
would
that's
assume so.
probably a point-and-click adventure. And probably
like-
entirely too difficult for me.
I just want to like see New Orleans and like eat the food.
Yes,
No.
I would like
I
the food.
definitely want to eat the food.
I would test out the New Orleans plumbing, but I would enjoy it.
Exactly.
Wow,
Those guys know how to work a spice.
these skeletons are very angry. I
I'm
freaking
gonna
love
Get
them.
a Coke real quick. Do you want one?
Yeah, may as well. I wouldn't have to get
Does
up
anybody
later.
in the chat want a Coke?
Yeah, I don't know if Kayla's drinking a vanilla Coke like he usually does. What the hell is going on here? What are all these goddamn plants? Get these plants out of here. What the fuck?
Your Majesty, our new
Guys?
building is complete.
Well, this is why I like the priestesses of crypto, because each priestess usually controls 2 skeletons, and I've got 8 priestesses right now, so 8 priestesses... Oh, I don't have 8 priestesses, but I have a bunch of priestesses times 2 skeletons, plus the priestesses themselves attack, and it's a frickin' mess. And if the skeletons die, who cares? The priestesses just makes it better.
Alright, and here's
Thank you. So yeah, the priestesses are the Zergs of this game.
Oh, that's
Freaking love them.
That's an interesting thing your mom just said.
Eh?
World War II was the last popular war.
Yes. And it was the last time the United States has officially been at war.
Yeah, like World War II interested me as a kiddywink, because like
Because you're so old now.
so very old. 21. Ancient.
So does that make my mom a mythological creature?
Your mom is pretty much like I don't know, impossible.
Over the hill and 1 foot in the ground? Anyway, go ahead.
But yeah, like it interested me for some reason. Like but not like war. Like what was happening like on the civilian side of things. Like Nazi Germany and the bombings of Europe. or the London bombings rather.
Oh yeah, like
That interested me.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, they didn't cover a lot of that in history in school when I went. They just covered it from a United States perspective. What is the Hall of Champions?
Your mom says not if you want to keep getting birthday presents. See, I'm used to getting threats like that were serious and like just threatening to take away something I'm not even aware of at the time doesn't matter anymore to me.
Wait, can I build a trading post at least? Can't even build a frickin' trading post? Oh my god! Wow, this is getting incredibly violent. I need a ranger guild because I have way too much black on the screen. Or on the map. Ranger guild. Collect. So this is another example of what I was talking. Really? Okay. Didn't realize we were attacked by the third scion. Or the second scion.
As our victorious heroes assume the mantle of the Scions of Chaos. Your association with the new Scions will doubtlessly prove an asset in dealing with the natives of this remote region. This is a significant political victory for us, Highness.
My mom is threatening you with withholding cheesecake, which is pretty mean.
You realize I make a mean dessert.
Flourished under your steady rule. Indeed, your
Did like anyone in the chat ever have like parents like they'd call you to do a chore and you'd head in their direction and they'd call you again angrier and you get there and they're like, we were gonna give you like $50 if you came during the first call, but you didn't.
I have not experienced that.
Oh yeah, your mom's not a fucking sociopath. But like,
well, that is true.
I got that all the time. And like, it pissed me off.
I see. Alright, this is going to be a more standard opening. What I love
Your mom
about...
says, does it compare with my cheesecake? Have you had my dream bars before?
I don't even know what a dream bar is.
Oh, I need to make you my dream bars.
Majesty, the local
Sorry,
blacksmith
Mama Falcon,
offers
but they
no
blow your
services.
cheesecake right out of the park.
I would highly doubt that. What is in your dream bars?
Deliciousness.
Is it chocolate?
Nope.
Oh, what is it?
It's this weird sponge cakey
Majesty,
deliciousness.
our
It's
new
hard to
building is
describe.
complete. Majesty, the local blacksmith
You're gonna put
offers
arsenic
no
in it, aren't you?
services.
No, but
Your
molasses
Highness,
is involved.
If our kingdom is to prosper,
I don't think I've ever had molasses, actually.
Sovereign, your marketplace
Yes, I
now
know we
serves
need
you
more
better.
heroes in the kingdom. What the hell do you think I'm doing building the Warriors Guild? You stupid advisor. Hey, Kalo, could you look up and see whether the advisor of the original is the same voice actor as the advisor of the sequel?
Your Majesty,
I vaguely
our
remember
new
hearing
building
that it
complete.
is the same guy,
Majesty, the local
but
blacksmith offers no
at the same
services.
time, he doesn't quite sound like it. I mean, it could just be a simple matter of recording
Like, you've had
differences.
brown
Your
sugar
Majesty,
before, right?
our new
Yes.
building is
Molasses. Not a fan.
Molasses isn't brown sugar.
I see.
Like, the recipe
Your Highness,
in question
we've
calls for
improved the
molasses
guardhouse.
and sugar equal parts mixed together, but just brown sugar. It's the same
Okay,
thing.
fair enough.
But it's pretty damn good.
I suppose I will trust you on that one. Alright, I cannot build a temple to Crypta yet. Is there a reason I can't build a temple to Crypta? I need a level 2 palace. I see.
I also have recipes tucked away for strawberry jam bars and these things called Delta bars that I really want to try out someday.
See, TC. I'm reading that just before
Sovereign, a building has been upgraded.
I don't quite know how to put that in context, so I'm
Yeah,
not going to repeat
that's
it
a
on the
bit
air.
out there, dude.
Anyway. Alright, so the stupidest thing I could do
Your
right
Majesty,
now
our
is
new
immediately
building
upgrade the
is complete.
castle. So we're
But
not
yeah,
going to do
my
that.
parents would do that shit, and that they could not fathom why I did not want to come when called, ever. It's like, you violated my fucking trust. And you're
I
being
see.
a shithead, besides. Why would I want to go anywhere near you?
I really, and not that I'm defending them, but I think that's just your parents' style of humor. I mean, they think they're being funny.
Yeah, they're not being funny. One time my dad said to me, like, he probably thought he was joking, but he's a fucking
your market
sociopath.
base now serves you better.
As I said earlier, he's like, I never spanked you, I beat you.
Your
Spanking
Majesty,
is done out
our
of
new
love.
building is complete.
Wow.
Your Highness, we've
I know.
improved the guardhouse.
That is very sociopathy.
And I still hold that against him, and he can't fathom why.
Does he
Your
even
Highness,
remember saying it to
we've
you?
improved
Yeah.
the guardhouse.
So he remembers saying it to you, but doesn't understand why it bothers you.
Yeah, like, I never trusted him again after that. Like, he'd
Sovereign,
ask me
the
about something
building
and I
has
would
been upgraded.
stonewall him, basically.
I see.
And he couldn't understand why.
Interesting. I'm actually kind of surprised you're so open about your family on the show because of how much it bothers you. Or is it part of your coping?
I guess it's part of my coping. Like, if you guys don't want to hear that
Majesty,
shit, let me
a
know.
local
Oh no,
blacksmith
I mean
offers
things like
you
that I would actually
services.
prefer to be on the channel since
Yeah.
that seems to be our thing.
Yeah, just,
Because most Let's Players don't discuss their histories and how it made them be the people they are, and I think that's one thing that sets us apart from everybody.
yeah, it's like, just a lot of the shit that happened to me as a kid is why I don't want to have kids. Because both of my parents come from abusive households. And they decided they were going to be better than their parents. But
And they weren't.
Yeah, here's the thing. Before they had kids, they were both drug-addled musicians who went into the Air Force.
I see.
But like,
zombie.
well,
That's a zomber.
maybe just my mom was the drug-addled one.
I don't think you've ever
But,
told
like-
me about that.
But like, yeah, they
Your
were
Highness, we've improved the guardhouse.
both heavily abused children. Like, my dad never received any emotional support, and my mom pretty much, like, her entire life was up shit creek without a paddle.
Interesting.
But, like, because of that, they wanted to do better than their parents. But, like, I guess they didn't realize that you have to put actual fucking effort into raising children.
That is true. Let's see.
And one thing I think my mom didn't understand, especially, was, like, kids aren't like dogs.
Right. Let's see.
Like- What
Oh, Kalo says that he did look it up, and the advisor is the same voice actor in both games. He just seems to have a higher pitched voice in this one, so either that means he was younger, and his voice wasn't 100% developed yet, or they just used different recording techniques, which is probably actually it. They probably just used different recording techniques. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, like, one of the, like, worst things I realized about my parents recently is they never did anything for me. They did
Okay.
things for me, for them.
Example?
Just like, on my 16th birthday, my mom took me over to, like, this Japanese restaurant that was similar to a Benihana's, but not quite. Just like, they have the grill in front of you and they cook the food in front of you and they have a bunch of tricks that they show off.
Yes, I know Benihana. I don't think I've ever eaten at one. I would like to.
It's pretty good food, I would say.
God, now
Your
I'm
Majesty,
hungry
our
for
new building is
Chinese
complete.
food or Japanese food or just not pizza. Go ahead.
But like, they took me to this restaurant and then afterward they took me to the mall to pick out my birthday presents.
Yeah.
Because, like, the week before I had complained that, like, they never consult me for gifts. And they don't. One year for Christmas, they got me a fucking toolkit.
You told me about that. I mean, a toolkit makes an excellent gift for someone who's interested in tools. I would
Exactly.
like a toolkit.
I bust it
But-
out once every 5 years.
Exactly. You would be much better off with graphic tees or a DS or something.
Yeah, exactly. I bought my own fucking DS.
Right.
But, like, they took me to the
Tear
mall.
it down faster, guys.
And like I had one thing that I wanted that year, and that was my red Tonto that I have in the corner over there.
Okay.
That's what I wanted. More
Right.
than anything at that point. Is I wanted that goddamn sword. So I dragged my mom over to Nirvana and I said, I want that sword. And she's like, well, okay, but that's the only gift you're getting. And I'm like, I don't care. I want it. So she buys it for me.
Uh-huh.
And then my dad comes over with an MC Escher print book.
That's random.
He wanted it.
Okay.
Like, my dad is like this huge hoarder. Like,
That vampire is kicking my ass.
he
Go ahead.
buys things. My dad would get me like gifts in like heavy quotations there because he just wanted to buy things.
Wait, so he bought the book ostensibly for your birthday, but he was the one who wanted the book?
Your Majesty,
Yes.
the royal
Wow.
treasury is nearly
That's confusing and stupid.
And then I remember my friend Calla got me a hardcover of the indispensable Calvin and Hobbes, which I think I have in storage downstairs. And that has some actual fucking meaning to me because Calla and I really connected with Calvin and Hobbes when we were kids.
Right.
Sovereign, a building
Or
has
like
been
your Foxy
upgraded.
puzzle that I got you.
Exactly.
That is an actual, like, gift I put thought into.
But like,
Has been
I
upgraded.
wanted the sword, and my mom was like, well, fine, that's the only gift you're getting. And then I'm like, okay with that. And it's like, they do shit like that for me. And then whenever I, like, did something wrong or misbehaved in their minds, like, they'd be all, well, I did this and that for you. I did such and such for you. I got you that sword. I got you this book. And it's like, the sword was the only thing I ever asked for. And the
Yeah.
rest of that shit I never asked for. Like, my dad would go over to, there's this Goodwill, I think, over in Beaver Creek.
Okay.
And it's just like, you purchase storage crates there,
Well,
essentially.
weaponizing gifts is already stupid, because weaponizing kindness... I mean, kindness should never be weaponized.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Like, you can get, like, go through a storage crate and pick things out that you want from it there, essentially. It's like the last drop off before it gets thrown in the landfill, I think.
Right. Yes.
And my dad went through he would like go through them once a week for things he wanted to take pictures of, but would just store in storage for forever and never take them out because hoarder.
Okay.
And like, I remember I was there with him, bored out of my fucking mind. It was essentially a walk for me. But he goes through this one storage crate that's full of garbage. And he buys it because it has one tiny book on theater. Which I was,
Theater?
yeah, like old theater techniques.
Okay.
And like, he got it before me. He got the whole fucking crate for me because I was into theater when really at the time I was taking it for the credit in high school. I was
Interesting.
mildly interested, but I was just in it for the credit.
Huh. That's very
And it's like-
interesting. Your parents have a different philosophy than anything I can even... Are you guys not chatting in the chat? Because the last message I see is Mom
Your
saying
Majesty,
something to
a
me.
new building is
And that was
complete.
like 10 minutes ago. Let me know if you guys are actually... Well, I guess you can't let me know. Let me know if you're hearing this, and I will see if it pops up on the chat. I wonder if my chat's frozen.
But,
Anyway.
like, and it's like they do this shit.
No,
Okay.
yep, they're there. Okay.
Okay, but,
Interesting.
like, they
Thank
would-
you.
They never understood why I never wanted to share my interests with them, but it was because they would do this shit. Like, they'd attach onto, like, this interest that I expressed,
Majesty,
and they'd,
your
like,
trading post
just
now offers
buy
healing
me
potions.
shit for it that I never asked for and never wanted.
Gotcha.
So it's like, I never told them anything after that, and it's like they couldn't fathom why. It's like one time I came home, and my mom had decided that while I was out, she was going to rearrange all my furniture and throw away all my old stuff.
Oh yeah,
And replace
I
it?
remember you telling me that too.
It's like, why? I liked my old room.
Yeah. Your parents are weird.
It's
Like, I don't understand half of what they do. But you're right that, like, because, you know, talking things out is usually the best thing to do. But and I've asked you before, you know, privately, if you talk to your parents about this kind of stuff, and it's like, part of the thing is that even if you talk to them about it at one point,
yeah,
they don't listen. And
I
repeated
can't talk to my parents
discussions
about anything.
Yeah, repeated discussions don't really help the situation, so that's just
Yeah.
weird.
It's just,
Your family, ugh.
yeah, it's.
You drew the short end of the straw there.
I really did, but like.
And now we're all relaxed, so I get bored waiting for everyone to get some goddamn money.
In the end, I feel like it's made me a, like, not a better person, but, like, able to cope with bullshit more often. And, like, I don't take bullshit anymore.
Right.
Like, we were even watching, what was it, the Voss Montenegro experience, the Far Cry 3 experience video
Yes.
set by Machinima.
Yes.
And it's like the bit where Voss gets up in the cameraman's face and starts screaming, "Shut the fuck up, you shut down," but I thought it was...
Yeah, well, yeah. I didn't really shut down per se, but I see
Yeah.
what you're saying. Yes, it bothered me. It did bother me.
You're bothered, and I'm like, well, that's a normal Saturday.
That is messed up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I noticed that once we moved in together, it took you actually several months of deprogramming before you, like, realized that, you know, you weren't home anymore.
I still ask to get shit out of the fridge.
Well, that's fine. I mean, it's my
I know.
fridge, but...
I know, but it's been 3 years, and I still ask.
Like, there is one thing that Mom did, and I don't think I'm bringing up any demons or anything, especially not in light of what you did, but, like, talking about birthdays, like, usually for my birthday I want to be left alone, which most people, like 90% of the people out there bristle. They're like, why would you want to be alone on your birthday? That's so sad. But it's like, I generally don't like being around people. I like people, okay, from a distance, which is why I do the stream and everything. And a lot of times for my birthday, I do want to just be left alone, because every day I'm usually doing something. I'm working on the book, I'm working at work, I'm working at IGN, I'm writing for professional reasons, you know. So I usually take one day where I shut everything down, I don't get online, I just sit, relax, watch movies, play single-player games, and just pretend the world does not exist for a day. I just need a day of peace and solitude. And I've always been this way. And one time, Mom, like, kind of pushed. She asked me before that. Are you all right? Oh yeah, Kayla says it's kind of hard to speak when this kind of conversation is going on. Yeah, it's true. But anyway, but yeah, like, so I had said to Mom, you know, that it's what I wanted, what I always wanted, just peace and quiet and solitude. And she said, you know, but you shouldn't, I have all this stuff planned. And then she was telling me about all the stuff that we were going to do, go out to eat and whatever. And I'm like, I didn't say anything against it. Like, I just... yes. Anyway, sorry. I didn't say anything about it. I didn't resist. I was just like, yeah, okay, whatever. We'll do that thing. But she realized later that, you know, that she was sort of over-planning for me and that it wasn't something I wanted to do, so she apologized, and everything worked out, and ever since she doesn't do that, and that's great. Most people don't.
Mephisto 91!
I mean, there are some examples. Hey, Mephisto. Oh, yeah, I forgot that it's 2 a.m. where you are. Thank you. I appreciate that and hope I do get some more subs. Tell your friends, Mephisto. Much appreciated.
Tell your friends, tell your enemies.
And Mephisto, you'll probably want to watch this on the YouTube cut, because we're revealing a lot of information about ourselves today. You wanted to know more about us.
It's TMI Sunday.
Well, if it was TMI, we wouldn't be oversharing it. But anyway. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So, like, you know, there are exceptions, and it depends on timing. Like, you know, for example, if my birthday falls on a Sunday, I'm not sure what day it even falls on this year, but if my birthday falls on a Sunday, I'm not going to cancel the stream. You know, I can have my day of solitude a different day, and it depends on whether I work on that day or whatever. But, you know, I don't mind the party. I don't mind going out. I don't mind doing special things. I don't mind making a special trip. I still want to go gambling again for my birthday one of these years. But I want one day, preferably on or around the 22nd, where I can just relax and ignore everybody. Be amazing. I would love it. Okay.
Yeah. And, like, I don't
Wait.
like birthdays, especially my birthday, because of reasons already outlined.
Right. Well, hopefully we can deprogram you and then it won't be so bad
Yeah,
as
but,
you
like,
get older.
My last birthday...
By the way, the reason I'm just sitting here is I'm waiting for money to build up, and in the original, there's no way to make the clock go faster. So I'm just sitting here, because we've wiped everything out on the map, as you can see. So I'm just sitting here doing nothing while the buildings like the marketplace are auto-generating money for me. So that's why nothing is happening right now. But as soon as we build a fairgrounds, the mission will be over. I just have to get to that point. But anyway, go ahead.
Crap, what was I saying? Damn it.
About birthdays, and you don't like it because of reasons outlined.
Oh, yeah, like,
The palace renovations
Come on.
are finished.
go back through it. Oh, yeah, my last birthday. Now I remember. My parents called me 3 times and left 3 messages. My mom was like, happy birthday, call me back. I didn't respond. My
Oh,
dad
yeah.
calls me, happy birthday, hangs up. He calls me back, please pick up the phone, hangs up. And then they call and, like, they...
Wait, there was no hello or goodbye. It's just click, happy birthday, click. That was it.
Uh-huh.
I just did the hand, like, phone gesture.
Yeah, he's doing the banana
Even
phone.
though I'm not on face cam, it's what I just did.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
But, like, the final message was my little sister recording a happy birthday message for me, and it's like, I didn't pick up the first 3 times. What makes you think I'm gonna pick up the 4th time? And it's like, I think I already told them what happened at my last job, what my mom did.
Well, I mean, you can repeat it
Like,
to
at
the
my...
fans. I mean,
my
people are going to be watching these out of order anyway. So.
Yeah, my last job before the one I'm in right now was like working at this bunny house in the mall. And like, the manager of the position was a sort of friend of my parents. Because like, they hired her for it last year and they were the ones controlling it. But like, she like gets down at my information, she makes all the calls, all the necessary calls, but like, I get the job and then I'm in there and everyone's walking on eggshells around me.
The royal treasury
I don't think you
is
told me
nearly
that part
empty.
about it.
But like, it turns out that my mom had told the manager that I was OCD and high-functioning autistic, and she told one of my coworkers that I was bipolar.
Ugh.
I am not diagnosed with any of those, number 1.
Your Majesty, a new building.
And number
We
2,
are
I'm pretty sure that's
victorious, Your
illegal.
Majesty.
Yeah, it's not illegal for her.
It's done, Majesty.
Like, it's not illegal
We're
to
on the
just
road
tell
to
someone
building a
that
bright future for the kingdom.
Yeah.
as a lie.
Your
It's not,
mother,
lying
the
isn't
late
illegal.
Queen, would be very proud of your accomplishment.
But
Yay!
like, she said that, so I set the record straight, and then I call her, pissed. She thought she was helping me.
Distant.
Why would she think she was helping
I
you
don't
in that
fucking
situation?
know. And it's like, I got pissed at her, and she, like, made it about her. Like, I'm sorry, I'll never tell anyone anything about you ever again. It's like, fuck you, bitch.
Hooray, extremism.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's like, after the fact, they don't understand why I don't want to talk to them anymore.
Yeah.
Like, my dad got mad at me because I didn't call my mom on her birthday. And then they threatened to shut my phone off.
Right.
They still haven't shut my phone off.
No,
It's been
I
3
know.
months.
I know. You called their bluff.
Your
Yeah,
Highness,
it's like-
we've improved the guardhouse.
How can they not understand why I don't want to associate with them?
I don't know, but I feel weird about it because I actually want to know your parents more in the, I don't know, maybe I want to know them more or something. Like,
Yeah.
I'm curious about it for that reason.
Yeah, but like the thing is, this is gonna sound crazy, but my parents aren't bad people.
Right. They're just terrible parents.
Your
Yeah.
Highness, if our kingdom
Like-
is to prosper, it needs more heroes.
My parents, like, because they're hoarders, they have a lot of old stuff lying around, and it's like, I got to know my parents secondhand through their photo albums. And it's like, these are people I would hang out with. I
Or-
just don't want to be their daughter.
Right.
Your Majesty, a new building is
Goddamn wizard piece of shits. I hate you all. So fucking squishy. Don't die immediately this time, the low chorus.
I'm melting! I'm melting!
I'm melting!
You know what? No wizards.
But
no
yeah.
wizards yet. Fuck the
Just like,
wizards.
everyone's been kind of quiet in the chat, and it's like, it probably sounds horrifying, but this was my normal.
Right. Exactly.
Your Highness,
Kayla
if our
slow
kingdom is to
claps the
prosper,
wizards.
It needs more heroes.
Yeah, they are definitely not Merlin from the sequel who did so well. That's the weakness about not having parties. They die pretty quick. God. I can't even get the Warriors Guild built, and I can't build... I mean, I guess I could try the Rogues Guild. I can't build a frickin', I'm not allowed to build a, Ranger Guild in this stage, so... These are the growing pains, as I was talking about. Luckily, the spiders aren't attacking the Warriors Guild, so we'll get it eventually. Something's gonna get built, and then we'll be okay. Mom says, never been there, but me, my friends, and she wanted to go since they were in high school. What?
Dave and Buster's.
Oh, I didn't realize she mentioned
Highness,
Dave and Buster's
if our
earlier.
kingdom is
Okay,
to
alright, yeah.
prosper,
Alright,
it
let me
needs more heroes.
go back here a bit.
Your
Okay, so
Majesty,
she says
a
we
new
should
building
take
is complete.
Tink to Dave and Buster's. Oh, because Tink is coming here. Wow, goddamn, I am taking the messages in reverse order. Okay, yeah, so Tink mentioned that she's going to attempt to come meet us in person in summer. And so Mom says that we should go to Dave and Buster's, which is a large restaurant that has a ton of video games and it's a sports bar. And Mom says that we've never been there, but we've wanted to go since we were in high school, but we probably have to be 21 since they serve alcohol.
Yeah.
But it's a video game castle for adults. Yeah, it's basically Chuck E. Cheese. It's basically Chuck E. Cheese for adults. And
Fazbear's Pizza.
we should just have you cosplay as Foxy and unleash
If-
you in Dave and Buster's.
If they have a Fox-style animatron there, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
They don't have any animatrons.
Probably theft.
I remember when I first saw commercials for Dave and Buster's, I had this weird dysphoria about it because everybody's having fun in it, and like everyone there is making it look like they are kids, sorta, because everyone's having as much fun as kids as they're playing around on different arcade games and shit. But they're all adults, and it was just weird. That because I think until I saw the Dave and Buster's commercials, I never really considered gaming and such to be an adult hobby. That was back when gaming was still going through its transitional phase.
Leave my gold alone.
That always.
Shut up, Rogue.
That always pissed me off.
What
Like,
pissed you off?
people saying that like such and such is for kids, such and such is for adults. Shit
Yeah.
like that. Like making age divides.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, it is what it is. That's never going to stop. Like, there will always be bullshit like that,
Yeah.
as technology and things
But like,
advance.
I remember when I was 8, my parents stopped letting us watch cartoons because they're for kids.
Eh,
When I was 8.
right. You're still a kid when you're 8.
Exactly.
Alright, now that we actually have a small force here, can the wizards please stop dying every 5 seconds?
Nope.
We just have to keep our ears open for I'm building, and then punch him in the head. There's an Easter egg button, and I don't remember what it is. I think it's backslash. But if you have a character selected and you hit backslash, they start saying stupid bullshit. And I should find it. Is it backslash?
TC.
It is not backslash.
That's a bit of an extreme. Well, not really an extreme, but like.
That's a whole different thing. Porn
Yeah.
isn't a hobby.
Yeah.
Well, I guess for some people, porn would be a. TC said that. Okay, just for the YouTube viewers, TC said so. Saying porn is for adults is a bad thing.
Yeah.
No. It's the opposite direction. It's saying that something that is supposedly childish is only for children under all circumstances.
Yeah, I was gonna
which is
say,
bullshit.
porn is completely different. That's like drinking.
Yeah, like
You
don't.
shouldn't drink as a child because it will mess up your development.
Right, that's a biological problem, and sex for kids is a biological and emotional problem.
Yeah.
Playing video games as an adult is neither of those things, or even playing with Barbie dolls or whatever.
Yeah, the thing with porn though is like,
Sovereign,
I think there was like a psychological study done, and like teens can handle porn because they're developing for sex.
Huh.
Like they're going through puberty, but like children probably definitely shouldn't be exposed to porn.
Oh, children wouldn't know what the
And
hell's going on.
Yeah, it's all about emotional development.
Right. Boy, that conversation took a turn.
Yeah.
Thank you, TC. Anyway,
But like friggin' cartoons. Why can't I enjoy cartoons?
right.
I know several animators on Tumblr who are in their 30s who work on kids' cartoons.
Yep. Because, well, and all video games, which were supposedly child
our
things, are
research
made
in the
by
library
very
is complete.
intelligent
Far
adults.
Cry 3 ain't for
Your
kids.
Highness,
Exactly.
we've improved the
Mom says that
guardhouse.
she still watches cartoons and she's a little older than 30. I guess that's literally true. It's very cute, Mom. And apparently her dad loved Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote and Tom and Jerry. I remember that until he died. Because he used those cartoons as an escape. Did one of my wizards just die?
Building is
No.
complete.
I was only half paying attention. Alright, so... Okay, we have a small army now.
Your
This is
Majesty,
good. Let's
our
get
new
another
building is complete.
Warriors Guild operational. And now I forget what my goal in this mission even is. What is my goal? I think I have to destroy something. But I can't explore anything because I am not allowed to have ranger guilds.
Really, Kalo?
Your
I
Highness,
don't even know how to
we've
describe it,
improved
so the
guardhouse.
YouTube viewers are just going to have to deal with the laughter. And
This is why you should come to the stream.
let's see. Tink says childhood is birth to a certain age, and when you reach that age, you put away
Sovereign,
childish
a
things.
building
That's
has been
kind of a
upgraded.
bastardization of a particular phrase that she's using.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what her point is, honestly, because then she
Yeah,
corrects
I'm not-
isn't, and then I'm not sure where she was supposed to
Yeah.
put
I
that in.
have no idea what she's trying to say there. but,
Anyway, but
Like-
you know, that's the thing. Like, I do reject the notion that anything. I honestly reject the notion that things are childish because hell,
Yeah.
like if you're a parent, you're still probably going to do childish things, for your child because it's what is you know you baby talk them or you. You talk through a teddy
Wow,
bear at him or
Kalo.
something.
I have a sense of humor. The rest of the world needs to develop a better one.
Oh, Oh, I think she meant childhood isn't birth to a certain. Oh, okay. I think that's basically a run-on sentence. She's saying childhood is not birth to a certain age where you reach a certain age and then put away childish things. I see what you're saying. Yeah, like I'm probably going to game until I'm physically unable to.
Yep.
It's just what I enjoy doing, so it's what I'm going to do.
Yep.
Simple and plain. We really cover the gamut on this show. Also, 2 of my wizards died at some point, and I didn't realize it.
Yeah.
Fucking
it's
wizards.
Like, on Tumblr, there's this group of
Your Highness,
40-somethings
we've
who are
improved
like
the
still
guardhouse.
way deep into like fandoms and such. they like still even write fan fiction. They're really good at it too.
Yeah.
And I'm just like role model.
Your Highness.
Right.
Our
Like,
research
I
in
mean,
the library
you
is
know, I
complete.
mean, I think it's
Sovereign,
totally
your
valid.
marketplace
Well,
now
obviously,
serves
it's
you
totally
better.
valid to not like something just because you don't like it, but to not like something because you hit a certain age is stupid.
Yeah.
Because, like, for me, like, I'm not into fandoms. I dislike subcultures. I find them really obnoxious, but it has nothing to do with age of either the participants or me. I just,
Our research
as
in the
previously
library
established,
is complete.
don't really like people in general. So I tend to avoid subcultures like the plague.
I avoid childish fandoms. Like, there are things that I like, but I won't join the fandom on. Like, I try to steer a little clear of most of the Homestuck fandom because they're generally 12 to 15-year-olds
Oh, that's what you meant by
who
childish.
hate
I'm like,
adults and are really fucking annoying.
in light of the conversation we just had, you can't call it childish and say that's why you're not joining it. So I was a little confused about what your point there was.
Like, it's not my scene, essentially.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, there is something to be said about not hanging out with 15-year-olds on a daily basis.
Not really childish, but immature.
Indeed.
Like, these are the kids who still scream waffle like it's funny.
Mom says she still watches Scooby-Doo, the Flintstones, and other cartoons, and Pikachu is her hero. And Kalo is saying that he still loves trading card games, which, yeah, trading card games aren't even a childhood. Like,
Oh,
even,
no.
Yeah, it's like adults have
Yes.
repurposed trading card games for themselves at this point.
Yep.
That
I
is
think the
definitely not
same
a
is-
child thing.
The same is true for comic books now, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, overall, yeah. I agree with you.
Like, not Marvel per se, but DC's tried to retain its white male 30s audience.
Right. Especially with some of the shows out, like The Arrow. Such a great show that you don't like.
Actually, they've made a push to start, like, appealing to other crowds, because they realized they weren't... Like, DC was dying,
Yes.
and then they put out all their shows and such.
Right. Yes, that is true. Yay, another bear den. What are we doing here? I keep forgetting what my mission was because I kind
TC
of blazed
says I
through
still
it.
have my collection of 300 Pokemon cards. Yeah, I have like a cache of Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
I
but I-
tried to get into a few trading card games. I think I owned a starter deck of Magic. I don't think I ever owned any of the Pokemon cards. I just couldn't get into it. I don't know what it is about trading card games, but I don't really dig them.
Yeah.
Although, that said, like, I like video game versions of them.
I used to be into trading cards, but like I couldn't keep up with the rule changes and such, and I just dropped it.
I see. I don't know. I don't know what it is about trading card games. I just generally don't like them. Like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. But I like the virtual kind. Maybe it's because I don't like the physical aspect of it. Like, having to deal with, running around with binders full of cards and rule books and
Yeah.
such. That's why I like the video game versions, because it's all digital and just,
Yeah,
kind
and
of
even
there.
then, like the rules won't change on you for like
Right.
the specific game.
Whoa! Hi, wizard. Let's see. Oh, Mom is still naming. Mom and Tank are naming off cartoons they enjoy.
Yeah, I used to like Inuyasha, but I grew out of it.
And Kalo posted a Blue Eyes White Dragon in the thing. Could you guys please stop dying off? I mean, it's starting to get expensive and annoying having to keep, hiring new people. Start being better. Do I have a blacksmith? Oh, that is probably why everyone is dying.
I like how in the cartoon they made this big deal about there only being 3 or 4 blue eyes in the world, and like they were, like in reality they released it in every single fucking starter deck.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Because it just got too popular?
No, like what happened was like it's a bit weird to base a show around a card game when the
Yes.
rules are different for each one. Like
What? Oh,
like
the
the
rules
rules-
of each cartoon is different?
Yeah, not just the cartoon, but the rules in the cartoon and the rules in the real game are so vastly different.
What do you mean they're different?
Like, in the reality, the rules would change, like, every 6 months or so.
Oh.
Like, there'd be a discrepancy with new cards that would come out, so they'd change the rules.
Your
And
Majesty,
just,
a
like,
new
the
building
rarities
is
of
complete.
various cards as well.
Is that specific to Yu-Gi-Oh? Because I don't remember Magic having that many
Yeah,
rule changes.
I'm talking about Yu-Gi-Oh!
Okay.
But just like in the show, there were only 4 Blue Eyes in the whole fucking world.
Majesty,
Right.
And in reality, there was a Blue Eyes release in every Kaiba starter deck.
the palace renovations are finished.
I also was never really clear on the rules of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because the Yu-Gi-Oh! I played was the first Yu-Gi-Oh! On the PlayStation 1, which is still an enjoyable game. But they had some really bizarre things that they did that couldn't be, I don't think could be replicated in real life. So that was my only exposure to it, and I didn't know what the hell was going on. Actually, I still don't really know what's going on in that game, although I think I do own it. I wouldn't mind playing it sometime. It has some really cool battle music.
Oh my god, really, Halls?
What?
I'm popping Halls because I have a sore throat,
Yes.
and it's like threatening to like make me lose my voice. And like they have little like encouragements on the wrappers now.
What?
Turn can do into can did.
God, why? What is the point? That's weird. That's so weird. Why would they even have that? Ah, God. It's so weird.
Turn can do into can did.
Are they... What are they thinking? That, like, if you read enough platitudes, your cold will get better?
I guess.
Ah.
No, Kalo, I don't have Flatsy on. Why are you going to send me some porn?
Could you please, like, read the comment that you're referring to, since the YouTube cut will be very confused?
Kayla says, "Hey Sean, you still got Flatsy on?" And he was going to, and he continues, "Darn, I was going to say." Waiting for the next bit. Waiting for the next bit. Waiting for the next bit. Waiting for the next bit.
I'm surprised that my warriors are dropping dead like crazy.
You should look up this game, Epic Spell Wars of the Battle Wizards. Duel at Mount Skull's Fire. Wow.
That's a very... They just threw a
That-
bunch of adjectives into a line and went with
How late 90s to early aughts edgy.
it. Epic Spell Wars of the Battle Wizards. Duel at Mount Skull's Fire.
By the way,
which is
Skull's
misspelled
Fire
twice.
is spelled with a Z and a Y.
Oh my god, I think that was the best laugh I've had all day. Alright, come on, money. Oh god. There is one thing that this game had over the sequel, and it's the fact that when you build a fairgrounds, your peeps can have tournaments and gain levels even when they don't have to fight other dudes.
Oh, Kayla
So
found the game
useful.
you were talking about, and I need to run to the toilet.
The game I was talking about.
I have to piss like a ruptured
Oh, yeah,
racehorse.
Forbidden Memories. Yes. Yes, Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. That was my first exposure to Yu-Gi-Oh! In general. Like, I played the game before I watched the show, and the game was fun.
Sovereign, a
And it got
building
me
has been
interested
upgraded.
into enough to watch the show, but I still didn't understand what the hell was going on. And it didn't really matter anyway, because, again, the game is quite different in its rules than real Yu-Gi-Oh!, which I still don't even know how to play. So, I don't know. I think, because I know the Akamura has a Yu-Gi-Oh! Game, and we had actually talked about it, that I believe the Yu-Gi-Oh! Game that the Akamura has for the Game Boy Advance actually uses the real-life rules, and I'm interested in playing that for that reason. And she said that it does have those rules accurate to the time period they existed. So, that's interesting. Like, I'd be willing to give it a shot sometime. But, speaking of trading card games, aren't you, like, super interested in doing the, playing, Hand of Fate? I still haven't uninstalled it. I haven't played it since the stream, but, I still have it. So...
Not really.
Really? Oh, I thought that'd be your kind of thing.
It's more a thing that I would watch.
Huh.
It's not really
That's true. That's true. That is very true. Yeah, I was, words. Words have failed me. I basically got it on a whim, and I wasn't even going to do it for that streaming Sunday. I was going to do this game for streaming Sunday, but my capture got messed up, so I had to switch gears. And,
Did you miss me?
But most games that I do for the channel, I usually actually uninstall them afterward or not play them because I get them specifically for the channel and for one-shots. But, that said, Hand of Fate, man, I'm going to stick with it. Like, I've uninstalled Overture because I really wanted to stick with Overture, but I just couldn't do it anymore, and the graphics on it kept making my eyes explode.
Oh, can I just say, nothing makes me happier than when something tries to be super edgy and fails really fucking hard.
Okay, what are you referring to?
It just looks like really friggin' lame.
What? Oh, the cover art for Forbidden Memories?
No. When a game tries to be edgy, like there was this one game I remember that came out in the early 90s where it tried to be like super edgy to appeal to teens and it just sounded really fucking stupid. Like, what it was is I think you were in control of this, like, magical metal band. And, like...
Your Majesty, shall we host a tournament
Yeah,
now?
there's a pretty good illustration, Kalo.
What the fuck is that thing? What has Kalo posted in the chat?
I think Kalo's even pulling cards from the game I'm talking about. He might not.
Okay.
Your Highness, our research in the library is complete.
So, go ahead.
But just like... The game tried to be edgy, but failed really friggin' hard. Like, there were just like... cards labeled like... What was that one fucking thing called? Like, big dumb sacks? Like... You're pushing too hard. It just looks fucking dumb.
Right. Yeah, edginess for the sake of edginess doesn't usually hold up well. It certainly doesn't hold up long term. Mom has said, for no apparent reason, that the first penis transplant has happened in South Africa, and then says, I cannot believe the story was featured, but it hit me between the eyes. I hope to God she's talking about the story. Because that's a mental image I don't need. Oh God, I just had it. Oh God, I need brain cleaning.
But like the first dick transplant happened?
That's what she said. It's on Wikipedia, apparently.
Oh, good for that guy.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Oh God. I can't believe I'm asking this, but was it like, so it was someone donating their dick to somebody else because the first person died or something?
Maybe.
That's confusing.
I've heard they're also trying to do like full body transplants as well, like removing the head and swapping it into a different body.
I don't even see how that would be physically possible.
It would be very time sensitive, I imagine.
Of course, then again, there's probably a lot of things in medical science that people would have said, I don't think that's physically possible.
You can
and
actually
done.
survive without your body for about maybe a minute. Like this guy my mom knew who had like severe PTSD was in a car accident with his friend. And like, they crashed and his friend wasn't wearing his belt, so his body went through the windshield, his head was cut off at the neck, and like his head's just sitting on the front of the car looking back at his body in horror.
Yeah. There was an experiment done many years ago in France where there was a prisoner who is fated to die by guillotine. And they actually asked him, you know, once we cut off your head, blink as fast and as often as you can. Because they were trying to see how long, you know, your brain is operational. And he agreed to it, because why the fuck not? He has nothing to lose. Yeah. So they sliced his head off, and I think they said he blinked for about 5 seconds, and then he stopped. So, but of course, that doesn't necessarily mean you're completely gone within 5... How the fuck did we get on this conversation?
Okay. Oh, your mom was talking about a penis transplant. Your mom said it happened in December 2014 and the recipient had a botched circumcision.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Majesty.
Yes, I know. Recover the Ring of Healing. No problems.
If I remember correctly, there was a guy whose circumcision was botched, so his parents decided that he was going to live as a girl. Like, they just give him...
Yeah, I remember that. That
and
was
if I
kind of messed
remember
up.
correctly, he killed himself after transitioning back to male.
Yes, he did. He went through a lot of problems and dysphoria.
Yeah.
And because he never wanted to play with so-called girl things. Like, he didn't have any interest in even doing the whole stereotypical girl thing. He wanted to do the stereotypical boy thing, and they forced him not to.
Uh-huh.
Like, even if that was the same gender in reverse, like, if you have a boy and they're, you know, who wants girl things and you force them to do boy things, he'd probably feel that same dysphoria.
Yeah.
But with that kid, like, the thing was they also dressed him in dresses and kept calling him their daughter and all this. Like, they basically took away gender. They took away his gender and replaced it with one of their own choosing.
Yep.
Yeah, that was really freaking messed up. Like, it's weird because it was an interesting experiment in the sense that, like, people or psychologists actually learned something from it.
Yeah, but it sucks that it had to happen.
Yeah. And of course, really, you can't really learn much from it anyway since the sample size was 1. I mean, you can't learn much of anything about people with a sample size of 1.
Even then, it was a blind thing.
Right.
So.
What is going on here? Why is that wizard not attacking me? Oh, if I remember right, these... Yeah, this mission actually has a second kingdom, and they'll help you out until they decide not to help you out anymore, and then you get fucked up. So we have to prepare for the inevitability of having a kingdom-to-kingdom battle. Welp! There's only one thing for that. Anyway. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Man, we have covered a lot of ground on this episode of Streaming Sunday.
Welcome to Streaming Sunday, where it's your psychoanalysis too.
Yeah, I only got $100 back from that. Ugh, God, shouldn't have done that. Pyro psychoanalysis too.
Yep. Remember, kids, it's okay to be you, but definitely go seek therapy for the weird shit.
Anyway. Did I build a marketplace yet? I sure haven't.
It's gonna be 85 degrees where Tink is. Fuck that!
Yeah, it's supposed to be in the mid to upper 70s here, which will be ridiculous.
Yay.
I'm actually going to ride into work tomorrow instead of getting a car.
Yep.
Your Highness, the palace preparations are finished.
After that entire string of conversations, we just have nothing. We're both just done. We're checked out.
Yep. That was a good talk, I think.
Well, it was a talk. That's for certain. Yes, thank you, Mom. Yeah, she clarifies it's supposed to be 70 degrees. So it's only 70? Like, I thought it was in the mid to uppers, but if it's only 70, it's going to be super pleasant. It's going to be great. Kalo asks, can we just have a nice normal conversation? On this channel?
But Kalo, this is our normal.
Yeah, that is true. Haven't you ever attended one of these streaming Sundays?
Seriously.
Oh, man.
Tisha's still talking about his characters in his book. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, a lot of plots are driven by the fact that there are no therapists
Majesty,
in stories.
a local blacksmith
Like,
offers new
a lot of
services.
plots are driven by character, like, brain fuckery.
Okay.
And it's like, the trope for it is there are no therapists when, like, a lot of people are having
A local
similar
blacksmith
problems
offers new
and they don't get
services.
resolved.
I see. I think I see. Guardhouse.
So, like, what I like to see in fiction is when the characters in question do get the therapy, but the therapy, for whatever reason, does not help.
I don't think I've ever even thought about having therapy in any of my stories. Of course, for my story, it doesn't matter and doesn't make sense anyway, but... Huh.
Yeah, there's a story I was reading like 5 years ago. It's gone on indefinite hiatus because the creator has really bad arthritis
Aw,
and he can't draw
that
anymore.
sucks.
But like,
Your Majesty, a new building
what
is
happens
complete.
is the character, their main character,
Wish to join
was
our
raised by
prosperous
Scientologists in the Free Zone, which is basically Scientology except you don't have to pay for it.
Sovereign, your marketplace now serves you better.
So his entire life it's hammered into his head that therapy won't help you. Therapy doesn't help. Therapy won't work. Therapy is bad for you. And it turns out that he's really freaking crazy because not only does he have
Your
brain
Highness,
wrong,
we've
but like
improved the
he's
guardhouse.
psychic in the
Your
sense that he
Highness,
absorbs
we've
other
improved
people's
the
souls
guardhouse.
when they die.
Okay.
But like, so he's got all this stuff going on. Like, shit happens and he gets sent to a mental institution so he can get the help he needs. And the entire time he's playing all of his therapists like a fiddle because he doesn't believe it will help him at all.
The royal treasury is nearly empty.
Okay. Bye, Mom. Mom's out.
But like that entire chapter, I'm reading it and I'm like, good freaking God. But like for a litany of reasons, like it didn't help him.
Okay. The therapy didn't help him.
Yeah,
Okay.
like I like that in a story.
Because it's different? Because it's
Yeah.
accurate? Because what?
It's not really accurate, but just like, I mean, anyone can like, what's the word I'm trying to say? It's different in the sense that you don't really see that in a story, like you don't see a character getting help or being forced to get help.
I see.
It's just like, they go until their mental illness kills them.
It's part of the reason.
Or what is going on is it framed as a mental illness.
It's part of the reason why I don't think my book will ever succeed, because I don't take weird steps like that, and to me it seems like just a straight story like I've written won't sell nowadays. You have to have a little bit of a different gimmick in there like you just described for it to work. I mean, I could be mistaken. It'd be great if my book succeeds. I just, whatever. We've had that discussion privately.
Sovereign, your
And once
marketplace
again,
now
awkward
serves you
silence.
better.
Awkward silence.
So how are you guys liking this game, if you even understand what the hell I'm doing here?
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm pulling band-aids off my toes.
Okay. Apparently in this, we have to get some sort of magic ring, but as soon as we get it, I think the other kingdom turns hostile. So what I'm trying to do here is build up the money and experience that we can deal with it, because the other kingdom does not build up. The other kingdom will simply attack me with what they've got at the point they flip. So I'm trying to get my economy going. Probably can't put it here, can I? Nope, gotta be a little further away. There we go. I'm trying to get my economy going, because if I can get a fairgrounds, then I can start training up all my warriors, and the enemy will not be able to use the fairgrounds if memory serves, which will allow me to have superpowered dudes once the turn actually happens.
Kalo's throwing tables in the chat.
Why is Kalo throwing tables in the chat? I see Tink sort of did that too.
Yay, emotes.
I like the table flipping emotes. It's adorable.
Put it back, Kalo.
Put the table back.
Yes.
Ah.
Please tell me you have that.
What? Oh, there's actually an emote for putting the table back?
Yep.
I don't even know how... Like, I don't know what most of those symbols are that are used to create the table flip. Like, I recognize the parentheses, and I recognize, I guess those are degree symbols, but I have no idea what the rest of them
Yeah.
are. That's some skill, whoever first
Yay,
found
he
it.
did put it back.
He did put it back?
Yep.
Oh my god, that's cute. It looks like he's flipping one to a twin brother who's putting it back.
But like, I think like you need a Japanese keyboard to do some of those because they involve
Oh, that makes sense.
hiragana and katakana.
Yeah, that
Really,
totally
Kalo?
makes sense.
He's giving us the Timu.
Majesty, your trading post now offers.
See, if you're watching this on YouTube, you're missing the fun on Hitbox every Sunday, whatever. You know. Just trying to pimp myself a little bit. I think, honestly, by this point, if anyone is still watching this on the YouTube cut, they're pretty committed anyway, so I don't have to worry about it.
Still, go to Hitbox.
You know, one of these times...
PyroFalkon LPE.
Right. One of these times I actually need to go back and watch some of my older stuff. I don't watch my videos like I used to. I used to watch every video I posted after I posted it. I don't know why. I mean, not only was it entertaining for me, but I was also trying to learn what did and didn't work.
Your Highness, we've improved the guardhouse.
And I think I've become...
Oh, what the hell is that?
It looks like he tried to write a sentence,
It doesn't really
but it's lined
translate
up
well
wrong.
into Hitbox's chat.
Yeah, it could be because... I don't know.
Maybe it's just a new fags can't Triforce thing.
What?
That's a 4chan thing. Like, there's a specific way you have to write out a Triforce in the 4chan, in the B, like, forums.
Okay.
And, like, if you just copy and paste it, it'll move the triangles in a weird way. So that birthed the 4chan meme, new fags can't Triforce.
I see. That's actually clearly logical. More gold, Your Majesty.
More gold, Your Majesty.
I hit backslash and nobody said anything. Kalo, could you look that up for me, what that Easter egg button is? Because I'm going to throw a few of those. Oh, it's supposed to say like a boss? How ironic.
And then Kalo does face.
Kalo made face, yes. Oh, guys, I had a thought. I meant to even say this earlier.
Sorry.
What?
I was randomly drumming. I do that at work a lot.
Fine. You do it here a lot. Who cares? Okay, so in the latest Randall's Monday that came out, a lot of
And
you have...
then Tink posts a series of, like,
illegal characters.
failed characters.
Yeah. So, a lot of people have been requesting that not only you and I do more stuff together, because Randall's Monday was not together and Evil Genius was not together. We need to revisit some versus games. Like, because those tend to be the most fun that we have. So, if you guys would like to see us play some games against each other, please let us know in the chat, in the comments, put it on the Facebook, whatever. The Facebook, like I'm old.
Put it on the Facebook.
Because, you know, we want some suggestions. So, like, last week we did pool, and I want to do chess at some point with the Akamura. So, if there are some games that we can play against each other, other than fighting games, like nothing like that direct competition, because neither of us tend to really like them, but like indirect competition, like, you know, board games or whatevs, just let us know, because we want to do more of those. Kalo, please look up the key for the Easter egg to this game, just Majesty. There's a key that you hit it and characters will say silly things, and I can't remember what the key is. Tank wants us to do Bubble Bobble. I forgot about that.
Oh, that would be really cool if we could find, like, Puzzle Bobble and play that.
I hate Puzzle Bobble. I mean, I'll be willing to play it with you on the channel, but I don't know, that, because doesn't that have a more generic name too?
I think it was released in America as Bust-A-Move.
Yeah, Bust-A-Move. Well, yeah, but I swore it had another generic name. Anyway, I'm not a big fan of it, but I will totally play it with you for the channel.
Puzzle Bobble was the best. I played that.
Oh, here we go. Most of your units and buildings have a few enemy ones have a verbal Easter egg that can be accessed by selecting them and holding down Shift and hitting quotation mark. Okay, so like, let's see. Let me grab a... What is this building that just appeared? Why did a building just appear? A hero has recovered the magic ring and suddenly the other kingdom is at war. Why the fuck did this just happen? Why is everybody dying? Son of a
You
bitch,
have
we weren't
invited
ready.
the black plague upon us.
We were not ready for this. God damn it. Someone get the second Temple to Crypta up. I need 2
Ooh.
Temples of Crypta.
Bring up the in-game chat and type in the words Planet Fargo.
Fucking hell. Okay, is it this? It just made a whooshy noise for the Temple of Crypta. Let's see if I can find a priestess. You're not a priestess. Where is a priestess? Priestess! There you are, priestess. So,
This game is to
Majesty,
die
a
for.
new building is complete.
Another
this game is to die for. And she's a priestess of the undead. Ha ha ha
Bring up
ha!
the in-game chat. Do the thing. I want to hear
In-game chat, Planet Fargo. For another Easter egg in the form of a piece of
The
techno
building
music.
has been upgraded.
Okay, here we go.
I
Join the wild.
Yo! What up, Marcus? Yo!
I forgot about that one. Oh gosh. Yes, there are a lot of cute Easter eggs in this game.
Foxy.
Foxy just shrugs. Oh, Tink suggests Dr. Mario. There is a game I desperately want to play with the Akamura. Now that you mentioned that, she's resisting, and I swear to God I want to do it with her. At some point, we'll have her practice. There was a game on the Super Nintendo called Tetris and Dr. Mario, and it was both games. But there was a mode in Tetris and Dr. Mario where it was a versus mode, and you had 5 minutes to play this mode.
The wild
And
spirits.
shut up, Ranger. So in the game, like, you have 5 total minutes, and the first goal is to eliminate like 10 lines in Tetris, and then you have to eliminate 10 viruses in Dr. Mario, and then you go back to Tetris and play it as long as you can and try to get as high of a score. And I freaking love that mode, and I could never find someone who wanted to play it with me. So I will try to get that game.
That actually does sound interesting. You have never brought this up to me before.
But there's always
I
tomorrow.
have brought it up to you, and we just lost. We lost because you distracted me with your wrongness. I'm sorry. I don't know where that came from. Well, we're gonna... Holy crap, I have 14 viewers. Where did that come from? Hi, everybody who's not in the chat but watching this. That's amazing. But I think I'm going to wrap up the main event. We will switch to an after party where we will play something else. But if you are interested in that, I'll go find it like immediately after I wrap this up.
Since you made me cry, can we play Far Cry 3?
Yeah, that's fine. I don't care. We'll do that for the after party.
Unless you guys don't want to watch.
Well, you're mic'd, so it'll be a lot more interesting. So we may do Tetris and Dr. Mario next week. I don't know. We'll figure something out. But thanks for watching, everyone who has been watching this on Hitbox. If you are watching this on YouTube, remember to join us every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern for new games. We try to do a different game every week. I think we'll try to do Tetris Dr. Mario next week.
TC says you did Far Cry 3 for the pre-show. Yeah,
Yep.
but that was you playing Far Cry 3, not
And-
me playing Far Cry 3.
And it was unmiked. Trust me, with the Akamura mic'd, it's a whole different world.
It's a fun time.
So next week we'll have a different game than Majesty. Please tune in at hitbox.tv/PyroFalkon LPE. Links for the channel and this game on Steam are in the video description. Please join us because we do pre-shows, we do after parties, we do all sorts of things. I read your comments on the air. We have a great time. I need to just write this introduction and actually say it every week instead of just winging it like I do. But anyway, if you are watching this on Hitbox, please stick around for the after party. But for those of you on YouTube, thanks for watching, and we will see you next week for another stream.
Also, if this is released at like 4, the stream starts at 8. Bump over. PyroFalkon LPE.
Exactly.
Be there.
And tell your friends. And hopefully the next week's will not end in failure. Just had to get one of those in, didn't you?
Yep.